Okay, so when we multiply radicals, we're going to multiply coefficients. You know what a coefficient is? What is a coefficient? The number, not inside. So it's going to be in front. Yeah, so like if I give you like 2 square root 5, this would be the coefficient. And then this would be, there's a name for that. It's like the radicand. I don't care about that. It's just the number under the radical. So we're going to multiply coefficients together. So basically, if it's not inside a radical, it can multiply together. If it's inside a radical, it gets multiplied together. Where do you know that? I don't know, do you? No, we haven't done multiplying yet. Okay, so let's do a couple of examples here. So first one, square root 2 times square root 18. So when you do these, you can multiply and then simplify, or you can simplify and then multiply. So when you look at that, can you simplify either of those? Yeah, you could do the 18. Now, I don't usually simplify and then multiply because usually you have to then simplify again. So it's like double work. So I'm just going to multiply these together. So because they're both under the radicals, what is square root 2 times square root 18? Or what's 2 times 18? Thank you, 36. What's the square root of 36? 6. Okay, so I always multiply and then simplify. Multiply and then simplify. Number 2. Yeah, multiplying is really, it's not horrible. A couple of the last ones we'll do are a little bit tricky, but they're not bad. Okay, square root 5 times square root 20. So yeah, just I heard someone say 100. Multiply 5 times 20, 100. And the square root of 100 is 10.
That's all it is. There's nothing else.
There's something else. Yeah, but not much. Number
We
3.
have the front number.
Yeah, we haven't done any front numbers yet. So here's one with front numbers. Number 3, negative 2 square root 3 times 4 square root 3.
You just multiply the outside numbers.
So you multiply outside numbers together and you multiply inside numbers together. That's it. So it doesn't get like a lot harder. So I'm going to do the negative 2 times the 4, which is negative 8. And then under the radical, so I have a radical.
9.
Right, 9. So negative 8 square root 9. Can I simplify that at all?
Yes.
Yes. Square root of 8, I'm sorry, square root of 9 is 3. And so my answer is negative 24. Can you still check your answers with these in the calculator? Yeah, so this one actually would be nice. All 3 of these so far would give you 6, 10, and negative 24. So you can check your work. Most of them aren't like that, but you can still always check your work. Go back up.
Like this one to the right.
Is that supposed to be a hard one? That is
No.
No, I'm not saying you get it, but like you said, the only 2 ways.
Oh, you take out the seven.
There's 2 other that we're gonna do. We're gonna do a distributing one and a foiling one.
So do you take out whatever in the little house?
Yes,
And
because I know those are
times
9.
maybe?
So like these, technically there's a 1 in front of this, so this is just 1 times 6. There's a 1 here, so 1 times 10. This one just had a number in front, negative 8. Okay, number 4. Cube root of 2 times cube root of 4.
It's just 8. Cube root of 8.
Cube root of 8. And I don't have it up there, but do you remember the cube root of 8?
2.
2. Good. Oh, it was short. Number 5. Negative 7 square root 6 times negative dividing, which isn't bad. Really, it's more multiplying than anything. So it's not horrible. Okay, multiply outside numbers together. Negative 7 times negative 3, positive 21. Multiply inside numbers together. Square root 6 times square root 10 is square root 60. And then I need to simplify that 60. Make your T-chart. 1 and 60, 2 and 30, 3 and 20, 4 and, anyone know? No? 15? 5 and 12, 6 and 10? Yes, so I want 4 and 15.
We're not stop at 4 and 15.
You can, you can stop there. So 21 times, square root 4 and 15. So what do I take out? Right, square root of 4 is 2, so I multiply 42, square root 15. Remember, you can check this. You can put this in your calculator and then your answer, and they should be the same. Yeah, 42 square root 15. Anyone still writing? Yes? Number 6. Let's do a distributing one now. So square root 6 is on the outside or in front, and then inside square root 10 plus square root 2. Okay, so just like a normal distributing, I'm going to distribute the square root 6 to the first term. There's only 2 terms here. When I multiply these two together, what do I get?
60.
Square root 60. Because they're both under the radicals. Then I multiply it to this one, so plus square root what? 12. And we just did the 60. 4 and 15. What can I break 12 up into? Anyone know? But I don't know the square root of either of those.
4 and 3.
Yeah, 4 and 3.
3 and 4.
So 3 and 4. So then this part is this part that we just did yesterday. Bring out the 2, so 2 square root 15 plus, bring out the 2, 2 square root 3. Can I combine these together?
No.
No, I can't. Okay, let's do another one like that with some coefficients. Number 7, negative 2 square root 6. I only have a few more. And then I want you guys to work on your worksheets.
What time is it?
10:07.
Don't lie.
It's 10:07.
Is it really?
It's 10:07. I gotta watch. I'm trying to remind myself how to read it. 4 square root 3 plus 7 square root 5. So exactly the same as number 6, except I added coefficients. So now we just multiply the coefficients together. So this is still only 2 terms.
Do you still distribute your coefficient to the coefficients?
Yes. So when I do this 2 square root 6, it's going to go to this whole thing. This whole thing. So I do the coefficients, which would be negative 8. And I do the radicals, which would be square root 18. So everyone make sure you see that this whole thing is together. Don't try to do like the negative 2 to both parts, just the whole pieces. So I did the coefficients, negative 8, and I did the radicals, 18. Then I go to the second part, and I do the whole thing. So I do the coefficients, negative 14, and I do the radicals, 30. So let's do a factor chart for 18. 30 have a perfect square in it? 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, 5 and 6. Ooh, this is sharp. So 30 does not have perfect square in it, so it's already simplified. But the 18, we have 2 and 9. So negative 8, 2 and 9 minus 14, square root 30. So you can just leave that square root 30. What was your question?
When it goes down to be negative 8 times 3 and it gets to be negative 24 to 9, the 9 can go down to the 3.
Oh, but that you pulled out already. So the you just square root of 9 is 3.
Oh, yeah.
The 2, so 2 is left. So that's my final answer. Okay, and remember, you can put this thing in your calculator and this thing in your calculator and see if they're the same to make sure that it's right. Okay, I have last two. So moving up from distributing, let's FOIL. Or double distribute, or whatever you want to call it. I call it FOIL. You don't have to. A lot of times when you FOIL, you just FOIL and there's not much you can do after that. So it's kind of nice. So let's FOIL this one. Remember, you have 2 terms here and 2 terms here. So I take the 2 and I multiply it to the first term. And what do I get? 10. Then it gets multiplied to the second term, which is the whole thing. So what can the 2 get multiplied with? The negative 3, so it becomes negative 6. What about the square root 5? Can I multiply the 2 and the square root 5 together? No. No, because this is not under a radical and this is. So it just stays like that. Negative 6 square root 5. Now I do the square root of 3. So when I multiply the square root of 3 by the 5, one's outside and one's inside. So one has to stay outside and one has to stay inside. This means that they're multiplied together. And then when I go to this one, what's going to be on the outside, my coefficient? Negative 3, good. And what's going to be on the inside?
15.
Good, 15. I have the 3 inside here and the 5 inside here. Can you simplify anything? I have a 5, a 3, and a 15. So I can't combine them and I can't simplify them, so that's my answer. Okay, I want you to do one more. Okay, last one, number 9. Okay, I want you to FOIL that out. Okay, so if you start with the 4, 4 times 3, just 12. And then when you do the 4 to this second part, what do you get? 8. Good. 8 square root of 5. So multiply the 4 and the 2, and the square root of 5 just stays. Then I do this whole part, 5 square root 2 to the 3. Yes, 15 square root 2, perfect. Multiply the 5 and 3, the 2 stays. And then the last one, 10 square root 10. And you can't do anything, that's right. Alright, so let me give you the worksheets. It's not bad, they go really quickly because there's not a ton of simplifying. Remember, after you